4 years old, my brother Dave was 5, and we got sick. We had fevers, we had the swollen glands, the sore throat, and my mom came in and announced that she was going to take us to Dr. Giddings at the Olympus Clinic. We loved the Olympus Clinic because every time you went to the Olympus Clinic, you always got a sucker. And that sucker made everything worth it. She got us ready and took us out to the car. It was an old green Rambler. Now back then they didn't have car seats for kids. They didn't need them. The material on the back seat of that car had little pokey things in it like Velcro. And she threw us in the back. And we stuck. We couldn't move. She pulled out and headed for the clinic. When she got there, she peeled us off the back seat. And we went to the doors of the clinic. From this point forward in the story, Mom does not look us in the eye. She opened the doors to the clinic and the odor wafted out. We could smell the formaldehyde that they were keeping all the dead bodies in the back end. We walked in and we sat down. Mom threw up a magazine. She did not look us in the eye. A nurse came out and said, "Erekson." We stood up and we followed her down the hallway, turned, and went into the examining room. Mom sat in the chair, threw up the magazine. Me and Dave were looking around, and in walked Dr. Giddings. He hit our knees, he looked in our ears, he took our temperature, and then he got 2 sticks with cotton swabs on the end. And he left. After a while, he came back. He said, "Well, Teddy and Dave, you have strep throat." And he left. And me and Dave were like, "Great, we have strep throat. Where's our sucker?" Mom did not look us in the eye. Another nurse came in and said, "Follow me." We stood up, we followed her down the hallway, and then she turned down a dark corridor. She stopped at a big metal door, and it had a window in it, and there was chicken wire in the glass. She reached down and she unlocked the door. When she opened the door, there were scratch marks on the inside of the door. We went in, Mom sat in the only chair, threw up the magazine. Me and Dave were looking around when we heard the door close and lock. Besides the chair my mom was in, there was a hospital gurney, and next to that was a big metal cabinet. And as we were looking around, we heard the door unlock. And in she walked, Nurse June. I hate the month of June because of Nurse June. She had bright red hair like the flames of hell. She had deep blue eyes like the embers of a fire, and she had one of those faces where her lipstick went up, but her face went down! She opened that metal cabinet and she was fussing. We could hear metal and glass clinking, and she turned like this, like we couldn't see. It was a big metal syringe like they use on cattle, and the needle was this long. And she turned and she looked at me, and she said, "Teddy, you're first." And what I heard her say was, now when you go get a shot today, you go in, you roll up your sleeve, the nurse comes in, whoop, whoop, whoop. Not Nurse June. She wanted a bigger muscle. So while I was getting ready, she went to the other side of the room to get a running start. And she ran and she jammed it in, clear to the bone. My eyeballs were out to here. She tried to squeeze it in, but because it was in the bone, she pulled it out just a little. And then she moved it around. Why did they move it around? The stuff inside the syringe was thick as honey. I know this for 2 reasons. 1, as she pushed it in, she made this sound. And 2, as it went in, my cheek was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. When it was all in, she tried to pull it out, but because it was all swollen, she put her foot on my other cheek, and she made the sound again. She pulled it out. Blood went everywhere. I looked over at Dave. He passed out. He didn't even know he got a shot. Nurse June carefully took my little belt and put a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. As we were walking out, Mom did not look us in the eye. I stopped at the nurse's station. I like my sucker, please. And they gave me that sucker, and as we walked out, I took the wrapper off. Mom opened the door, she threw us in the back seat, and she got in the front. And I carefully ripped my arm down, and I started to eat that sucker, and it was sticky and gooey. And I looked in front of me, and there was Mom's hair hanging down the front seat. And I took that sticky, gooey sucker, and that sucker made everything worth it.